2 smoked turkey breasts, bone-in smoked turkey breasts that we're going to use. We're gonna do a rub on the turkeys and then we're gonna inject them. So the rub we're gonna use today, it is a mixture of 2 cups of salt, 1 cup of pepper, half a cup of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning. And we're gonna put that together and then we're going to rub it on the turkey. Once we do that, then we will bring in and do the injection. The injection is a mixture of 2 tablespoons of butter, half a cup of chicken broth, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half teaspoon of black pepper, the finely ground black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and half teaspoon of salt. So once we do that, we'll mix that together, then we'll inject the turkey, and we'll then be ready to go to put it in the smoker. This one's a much easier smoke. It'll be about 3 hours. We'll cook it at a high temperature of about between 275 and 300. And we'll pull that out, let it rest between 15 minutes and 30 minutes. And then we will be ready for game day. So this will be a much simpler smoke. It's going to smoke on there for about 3 hours. We'll take it off, we'll rest it for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll be ready to slice it, and then we'll serve it up. So today is Chiefs Sunday. The Chiefs are facing the Panthers, so hoping for a Chiefs win. This is a good meal for this early game time because it's only going to take a few hours. So much less time. When I smoke the brisket, we're talking 20 hours plus, and with the prep time and also that other, the smoke time and doing it in the middle of the night. I mean, it's just, I love doing it, but it is a lot of work and it can be exhausting. So by the time I'm done smoking a brisket, I'm ready to sit down, take a nap for a little while. So in this case, I'll be able to, it's about 8 o'clock. I'll be able to throw the turkey on. About 11, it'll be done smoking. We'll put it to rest for about half an hour, 20 minutes, and then we'll have it sliced up, and by noon, we're ready to go, and there's very little effort needed on my part. So this is a really good one to do. So next step is really just to get started and show you what we're doing. So the turkey is ready. As you can see, the cavity's been cleared out. We've got the rub ready to go to put on it. Before we put the rub on there, we're gonna just put some butter on here to give this a base for the rub to stick to on top of that skin and the breast. So we'll go ahead and get this butter on here, pretty thick. Now I'm gonna take this rub, I'm gonna spread it throughout the turkey. And that looks ready for the injection. You can see we've got our mixture here, and I've got my injection needle. So we're just gonna take this, put it in there, and then we're gonna find just a couple of spots here in this breast. I'm gonna poke this down in there, kind of move it around, and then do the injection. You can see it kind of expands there. A little bit's gonna come out, that's all right. Just hit it a few times here. Don't have to overdo it. It's not a very big turkey, so you don't need a lot. So we just injected on 3 on each side. So nothing, again, nothing major. And now we're just one step away from being able to put this on the smoker. So next we're gonna put all of these veggies in this one turkey. Not veggies necessarily, but these herbs and these onions. So we've got bay leaves, sage, and rosemary that we're gonna put in there, along with a couple onions or an onion and an apple. So we'll just shove as much of this in here as we can. I don't know that it'll all fit. So all right, so now that we've got that ready to go, it is time to get the smoker up and going. We're good to go ahead and get our chimney ready to go. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this thing lit. We'll let it get going kind of good, and then I'll set it down. And see, we got a flame coming out there, so we should be good. We'll go ahead and set it down. It's gonna smoke pretty good while it's doing that. I'll open this up, make sure I got my trays where I need them, or my racks where I need them. We got the tray down here. We're gonna go ahead and put some water in there. All right. All right, so we got a good bed of coals in the chimney. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over, and then we'll let the temperature start rising, and soon we'll be ready to bring the turkeys on out. I'll just go ahead and close this up now. Let it get the temperature. So we're about it. And we're ready for the next step. We're coming up to about 220, 230 now. And then we're gonna wait for it to get to a little closer to 300, but while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the meters in. As I've mentioned before, I use these meter thermometers. These are Bluetooth, and they allow me to monitor the temperature of the meat from my cell phone using the Wi-Fi throughout my house. I have the meter block that I put with it that connects to it, and then it transmits it through Wi-Fi. So I'm just gonna take these, and I'm gonna put these in the thick part of the turkey breast here. So now we are ready to go on that piece. All I gotta do now is get my phone out. All right, so now we've got the meters in, so I just gotta connect it to the phone here. We're using 3 and 4 today. They had the best charge on them. So we're gonna go to poultry, turkey, and this is breast. And we're gonna go to 165 temperature, which is the recommended. And we're gonna start cook, and then we'll just repeat that step on the other. So now we're ready to go. We can see the internal temperature of the meat, the target, and the ambient temperature. So we'll get these out there. So we are at about temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and we're gonna go ahead and get these turkeys on here. So don't get that on my hoodie. Watch that. All right. My daughter is currently wearing my hoodie, so I don't want her to get food on it. All right, we got them in there. Go ahead and close this up. Check this. Throw a little more wood on here. We've got it opened up. Once we reach the exact temperature, I'm going to close this down about halfway to make sure that it stays where I need it at. This is all opened up, so we really shouldn't have any problem. They're all on the same shelf. Temperature shouldn't vary that much between the two, so this should be relatively easy. Now I can go inside, crack a beer, watch the pregame, wait for the game to start. Temperature's running wherever we want it. We're at about a little over 100 degrees. The internal temperature of the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off and wrap them, and then we'll put them back on just to keep it from turning completely black from the smoke. we'll give this about another hour, and then we should be at temperature and we should be good to go. All right, so we've got the turkey off the smoker now. We're at about 165, and as you can see here, the turkey is looking really good. So now we are ready to slice it, and we're just going to slice this here in thin pieces. I'll show you a few, and then we'll cut the rest off screen. As you can see, it came up pretty juicy, and it's smelling delicious. So please feel free to leave any comments. If you have any tips or tricks, anything I should try, if you have any comments, please let me know, and like and subscribe. Thanks.